Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of TEW 2020, WWE's The Killer Instinct era. It's been a while, but we're back for our first episode of SmackDown. Let's get it started. We start off the show with the Bloodline coming out. Paul Heyman is talking about how his bloodline is Tribal Chief and his left and right hand men, Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso. They will not have one but two matches at Money in the Bank, and they will prove to everyone why they are the peak of relevance within the WWE as they win every single match. Brock Lesnar comes out there and kicks ass. 51 rating. Hopefully this gets better as we continue the series. Our first match of the night is a qualifying match for the men's Money in the Bank. 50 rated. Baron Corbin defeats Akira Tozawa. Corbin with a 50, Tozawa with a 48. Next up, a qualifying match. Most of the show is just qualifying matches for the Money in the Bank. This one's the first of three for the women. Shayna Baszler versus Lacey Evans at 37. Baszler beats Evans via submission. Baszler at 36, Evans at 34. This match cooled the crowd. Next up, we have an angle featuring The Miz and Ricochet 44. Miz struggled going off script. That don't sound right. But Ricochet has made his entrance. He's in the ring, and The Miz comes out talking shit, saying how he is going to become the second person ever to win the Money in the Bank, not once, but twice. And he's going to do it first by defeating Ricochet to qualify for the Money in the Bank. Ricochet versus The Miz, 57 rated match, or best match thus far. Match was poorly placed. Oh boy. Oh wait, I forgot to change that. It was originally supposed to be Ricochet versus Benjamin, but I needed Benjamin for something else. Whoops. But Ricochet ends up beating Miz with a 630 senton. Ricochet 64, Miz at 50. Match poorly placed. I should have changed that. I forgot all about that. Okay. Next, we have a number one contenders tag title match for the SmackDown tag titles. Los Lotharios versus the Dirty Dogs versus Imperium versus the Hurt Business. We are calling off Fabian Aichner from NXT, who had the best performance. Dolph Ziggler had the best performance. Bobby Roode had the worst. Oh boy. But, yes, the Dirty Dogs ends up winning the match, becoming the number one contenders, and they will face off against the Usos at Money in the Bank, 45 rated. This ain't going to be a great show, I feel. Next up, a 39 rated match between Charlotte Flair and Aaliyah. Charlotte defeating Aaliyah. James Long is not a great road agent. Charlotte Flair has a 50, Aaliyah has a 29. Next up, the final Money in the Bank qualifying match of the night. Seth Rollins versus Drew Gulak, 65 rated match. Rollins at a 70 and Gulak at a 51. Rollins defeats Gulak to qualify for the Money in the Bank. Finally, our final women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. 47 ring, Sasha Banks versus Natalya. Banks wins, both had a 45. So, hopefully most of our, main roster people will start getting above 50s. That is something I'm hoping we'll get to before the end of 2022. Okay, next, the number one contenders fatal four-way match for the SmackDown Women's Champion, currently held by Ronda Rousey. 47 rated match. Becky Lynch ended up winning the match, defeating Morgan, Naomi, and Shotzi Blackheart. She had a 60. Shotzi had a 29. Naomi had a 34, and Liv had a 31. Shotzi Blackheart was off her game. Oh boy. But Becky is now the number one contender, as her and Ronda, Bruce Pritchard, didn't do well as a road agent. 42 rated segment, Ronda and Becky have a face-off against one another. Next up, the main event of the evening, a number one contenders match for the Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable, Drew McIntyre, Riddick Moss, need to change that, and Mustafa Ali, 52 rated match. McIntyre, of course, had the best performance, and McIntyre ended up winning the Fatal 4-Way match and will go on to face Walter at Money in the Bank. That was the show. Okay, we had a 51 rated show. Our best segment, I think, was the Seth and Gulak match. I had high expectations for this match. which, it being the best match of the card, I think it speaks for itself. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Chaotic One saying peace.